Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. If you've been paying attention for a little bit, you would know that I got spacers for my LDY Orion trainer from Zippy. And I still to this day have not made a video on that, and that is for a very specific reason. You may notice that I actually have modified my LDY Orion trainer just a little bit. There was a time where I was kind of in the middle of like getting home from work and going out with friends, and I had just enough time to throw on a stream on Instagram and install these blade inserts just for fun. And I really didn't expect much to come out of them. This was a really just kind of, hey, I'll get this done while I have a quick little minute. It's not really going to change much because up to this point, the LDY Orion trainer specifically was very good, but missing a little bit for me. And specifically, I thought it was missing handle weight. I thought that it was something that needed a little bit more handle weight and needed a little bit more handle bias to really kind of flip the way that I wanted it to flip, which was kind of similar. I wanted it to flip kind of similarly to the Live Blade Orion, which I consider to be genuinely one of the better flippers in my entire collection. So putting in these little the blade inserts, I didn't really expect it to do much, especially since it's just plastic. There's no weights in this or anything like that. But not only that, it was going the opposite way that I thought would make the upgrade actually feel good. So I remember even specifically saying, man, I'm surprised Zippy calls these specific ones balance inserts because it's just plastic going into a blade. There's no, there's no weights or anything like that. And I mean, I should have known from my Prisma Pro and my Slift T trainer how much those inserts changed that, even though there were no weights in that. But this resulted in one of the best feeling Orion trainers that I have felt thus far. And the reason that I haven't installed my full-on spacers yet is because I've kind of just been enjoying flipping it like this. I want to get a feel for what this is like before I go like full-on spacers with it to see how much they improve it with that. Because the little extra blade weight that these non-weighted plastic inserts add make the Orion trainer not perfect to me, still not to the point of like a Live Blade Orion, but genuinely so much better. And it's really been shaking up. There's been a few things lately that have been shaking up my view on balance and how it works and what a balisong might need. This and the Sirius specifically. Because what Pyro said, if you look in the comments of the video that I did on the Sirius, is he said, I'm missing blade weight. I feel like he said all the things that I was noticing is because there wasn't enough blade weight, which is really interesting to me. I was like, I don't know about that. I trust Pyro's opinions a lot, but I wasn't sure about that one until I tried this. Because again, the Orion really felt like it was lacking just a little bit of end weight in the handles. It was missing a little bit of that handle weight, missing a little bit of that handle momentum. And as soon as it got that, it would feel a little bit more balanced out. At least that was my thought, because the Orion trainer kind of felt like it stalled a little bit. Again, we're not talking anything crazy, because I still do love the Orion trainer, but in terms of like one-to-one comparing it to the Live Blade, it just felt like it was missing something, and I thought that was end handle weight. Somehow it was blade weight, which is crazy, because adding a tiny bit of blade weight makes it feel way better than it did before, yet I'm pretty sure that the trainer blade is heavier already than the Live Blade, so maybe it's not blade weight, it's blade distribution. I have no idea. I'm not really in a position to find out, I'll be completely honest with you, but it has changed quite a bit. It just feels more balanced, the momentum feels just a little bit better, and again, it's not perfect. It still feels a little awkward as I flip it here, but it just feels right. Like righter, I should say. It doesn't feel right. I think the actual full-on spacer install will make it feel quote-unquote right. But until I do that, this has made it feel righter, I guess. But it was a really unexpected change, and it was something that I kind of wanted to talk about. Because if you're looking for something to change the Orion trainer, and you don't want to spend the full amount of money on the spacers, I know it can be expensive to modify a balisong, especially one where the spacers cost almost half of the trainer itself. Maybe if you're looking for something to change up your Orion a little bit, maybe these plastic inserts will do more than you think. I don't know. I still think it would be the better buy if you want to completely change the Orion trainer to go with the full spacers. Ooh, that didn't feel good. But if you're looking for something to just make it a tiny bit different, to tune it up a little bit, as Zippy is usually known for, tune it up a little bit, put it a little bit more towards your preferences, maybe these blade inserts would do something for you, because it kind of made me reflect on the Prisma Pro and how much better the Prisma Pro and the Slift T Trainer felt to me with that tiny bit of extra blade weight from these little plastic spacers. Don't underestimate them. Even if they're light, even if they don't have the tungsten weights in them, they really do. If you're able to feel it, I mean, then it kind of really do a lot. It's a very interesting thing. If you're not capable of figuring out the tiny differences and balances between balisongs, you might not notice it as much. But if you can notice that, they will definitely go a long way into helping you tune up your balisong, making it feel a little bit better to you. Tune it up to your preferences. As I always say with Zippy, he makes your favorite balisongs your favorite balisongs. And I mean, I was making this video to partially explain why I haven't installed the Orion spacers yet. But talking about all this really makes me excited to install them, because I think they're going to go a long way into making the Orion trainer exactly what I want. And still for cheaper than the Glider Arctic. I'm sorry, I don't mean to wrench on the Glider Arctic anymore, but its day has passed. It's a sad day for us all, but it's one that we must come to terms with. Anyway, just wanted to ramble about this for a little bit. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for voting in the Bally Awards. We didn't exactly get over the participation from last year, but we got pretty close, much closer than I thought we were going to as of like 2 days ago. And I am busy in the background getting that show all set up. Discord link in the description if you want to be the first to know when we have an official date. I have a date in mind, but I still need to figure out some more things on the back end before we go ahead with that. But until then, and until the next video, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you all. Oh, it got stuck in my coat. That sucks. I'll see you all in the next one. Later.